Okay, the Avatar state is not nearly dramatic enough. I mean, yeah, his eyes glow, and his tattoos glowed, and he didn't actually do much, though. I mean, yeah, at the end of the movie, he summoned a huge wave to just sort of scare off the Fire Nation ships. And then when they turned around and fled, he just sort of let. Okay, well, that's done. Um, where's the big fish creature thing that he did and destroyed some ships? He destroyed ships in the series. Oh, he did. And how? With style, man, with style, and it just wasn't there in the movie. And General Zhao's death in the movie. Oh, you talk about poetic justice. Aang comes along and is like the ocean spirit's all angry. He's like, oh, splash. In the movie, he comes up against four waterbenders who all just are like, you're shooting fire at us? Psh, another splash. The end. But he was killed by the ocean spirit and Aang. He wasn't killed by four nameless waterbenders. Crap. But it was okay, but I wanted the huge catfish thing that went rampaging. I wanted to see that. I was disappointed. Okay, my impression on the bending itself. They bended. But in the series, they bended. I mean, even when they were making the motions for something big that was going to happen, oh my gosh, it was going to be huge. Stuff was starting to happen, and water, air, something was starting to swirl around. And in the movie, they're just like, nothing happened. And then the elements were like, oh, you were talking to us. Oh, let us move slowly to do what we were told. I mean, the firebenders would bend fire, and it would just slowly go whoosh. And the show was like whoosh, and it was there. And you had to react real fast. In the movie, it was like you had time to think about it. Oh, there's fire coming. Whoops. But and also the firebenders in the show, of course, they just go whoosh, and there's fire. In the movie, they had to use existing fire, which kind of diminished their fearsomeness in my eyes. I mean, yeah, they're still the firebenders, holy crap, right? But they couldn't just go whoosh and fire. Iroh did it once when he was really ticked off, but I don't know. Could use a little work in my eyes. In the movie, they had to use existing fire, and well. The bending effects were really cool, though. I liked the bending effects. They looked good. Just slow. One of my friends joked before the movie came out about how he hoped the whole thing wasn't going to be in slow motion, because every fight scene they showed in the previews was in slow motion. Some of the movie might as well have been in slow motion, just from the very slow bending. Yeah, well. Costumes. Excellently done. Excellently done. Each nation felt different, was very close to the original series and design. I was impressed. Rock on, costume designer. Go. The pacing. Once it was a little too fast and a little bit too slow. Things were skipped over with abandon. I mean, I really wanted to see the Warriors of Kyoshi, and they just weren't there. That was huge in the series. And at the same time, everything felt kind of like it was moving at a plodding pace, not like the frantic urgency of the series. They even delayed Sozin's Comet. Sozin's Comet! Yeah, they did mention it in this one. Wasn't mentioned until the second season in the show. But they even delayed Sozin's Comet by 3 years. 3 years. They're giving him 3 years. In the series, they had until the end of the summer for Aang to really master all 4 elements. And that was crazy. That was tension central right there. They're giving him 3 years. Why not 30 at this rate? More realistic time span to master the elements? Sure. But the very urgency of it, geez, we only have until the end of summer to do this. That's part of what draws you into the series, really sucks you in. And they're giving him 3 years. I don't know what to say to that. My overall opinion is that it was good. Maybe even very good. Looked great. Costumes were dead on. Characterizations were mostly there. But here's the problem. It could have been great. Read my lips. It could have been great. A little more work on the pacing and the pronunciation. Oh, gosh. And maybe a tad more in character development. And this could have been the most epic movie adaptation of all time. We have the technology to do it. On the bright side, it was not the train wreck that just about everybody was fearing. It could have been much worse. I mean, look at Aragon. Look at it. Read the book, watch the movie, tell me you don't know what I'm talking about. M. Night Shyamalan had a lot to live up to, and he did a pretty good job. It could have been better, but it wasn't nearly as bad as I, for one, feared that it would be. My overall ranking, I give this movie a 7 out of 10. It was good, but not great. It was very... yeah, it covered a lot, but it could have done so much more with what they were doing. I know how hard it must be to make a movie, but they were they were this close, and they really needed to be right there. This is Valerius with the Red Dragon Review. This is my opinion. Do with it what you will. Throw it out if you want. Watch the movie. Watch the series. I'll see you all next time. Val, out.